Is staying shredded killing your gains? Now, perhaps you think you're not shredded. Perhaps you're not shredded, but it may still be killing your gains. You don't need to be 4% body fat like an IFBB pro on stage for it to be lowering your testosterone and lowering the overall anabolic environment of your body. Take me, for example. 2 months ago, when I was probably like 10% body fat, that's nice, but that's not super shredded. And I didn't look that shredded. My testosterone was something like 540 nanograms per deciliter. Now, right now, I don't know what percent body fat, but higher body fat, technically almost obese, but that's because muscle mass gets factored into the obesity calculation just like body fat does. But I can kind of still see my abs a little bit. Guess how high my testosterone is now? Any idea? It's not just 10% higher. It's not even just 20% higher. Not 30% higher. Not 40% higher. But 50% higher now that I've started eating whatever I want and drinking whatever I want. And just to be clear, I drink a lot of beer, some wine, and a lot of vodka. The beer is like every day. The vodka is like once a week or so. And the wine is just sipping on throughout the day. Beer's usually with meals or at the end of the day. Lots of meat. I mean, I ate lots of meat when I dieted also. Point is, I'm just eating whatever I want, drinking whatever I want. I'm not looking quite as good. I've got some body fat, but my testosterone is 50% higher. Now let's put that in some context. Imagine you're injecting testosterone, and you're injecting 200 milligrams. What do you think would happen if you started injecting 300 milligrams? In case you're not that good at math, that's 50% higher, just like my testosterone went up 50%. You would expect the 300 milligrams to work better than the 200 milligrams. Same thing with like 400 versus 600, 800 versus 1200, but especially at the lower end, like 200 versus 300. And now imagine that instead of having 200 milligrams injected per week for a year, you do 300 per week for a year. Now imagine over the course of 5 years. That increase in anabolism is really going to add up the longer it is. So I think it's very possible that a lot of people nowadays are making the mistake of trying to stay too lean too long. It's great to be lean in the summertime, look good on the beach, but if you want to build muscle, it's a little bit different than being shredded. Do you want to be shredded or do you want to build muscle? Because you're probably not going to build that much muscle being shredded unless you want to start injecting steroids. But if you're natural, probably a good idea to just focus on eating and building muscle. And I'm not saying you got to get obese. Well, I'm not saying you need to get fat as fuck. I'm almost obese. So that's not a good thing when I say you don't need to be obese, because I am right on the borderline. But yeah, if you start to get too fat, you want to tone it down. Then you can eat some more. You get too fat, tone it down. But you want to keep an anabolic environment. It's not just, two big things. One, you're going to have higher testosterone most likely. Two, you got constant food and insulin and protein synthesis for other reasons. Because the food induces protein synthesis, plus the insulin induces protein synthesis, plus you're in a caloric surplus. Just all around, if you want to build muscle, you got to not focus on being catabolic all the time to stay shredded. Again, if you want to inject steroids, sure, you can stay shredded, grow your muscles, but you're probably not going to grow too much if you're focused on being shredded year-round, naturally. I don't know if you can really tell in this video, but I'm actually pretty big. Despite being natural, I did a bodybuilding competition, the biggest one in Belarus. And for my weight class, I was the shortest, and I was at the top of my weight class, which means that I objectively had the most muscle. Unless my bones are heavier than everybody else's, but actually no, I don't have extra heavy bones. But yeah, I've got pretty good size. And I've never been that shredded. I've tried to do that, and I didn't realize that I hit plateaus because of it. I thought I just hit my genetic limit, like, oh, I can't get any bigger, I can't get any stronger. What's wrong? And then I started eating and made progress again. Hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Check out my other videos. Check out my Instagram, natural_true_fitness. Check out my website, andrewhutchings.org, where you can hire me for training, consultations, coaching plans, whatever. Same with diet and supplements. Supplements also. I am a chemical scientist. And I have a degree in biochemistry and molecular biology, and I think that's actually a very fitting degree for me. But yeah, I'm a scientist. So if you need medical scientists, no medical license, just medical scientists. So I can't give you medical advice, but I can give you medical information. The only difference is I don't tell you to do it. You decide if you want to do it or not. I just say this is what you can do. And I've got a book on tendinitis. If you've got tendinitis, I recommend you go to Amazon, type in a systematic guide to defeating tendinitis. You find the fastest shipping option. You get it ASAP. Is from the time of execution, it should take about 3 to 4 weeks. You probably need to do 1 round of treatment, and tendinitis will be gone. So start living life again, enjoying it, not being in pain and suffering. Please like, subscribe, and comment.